Guys, welcome to Hamburger Podcast. And got a few things to talk about. It's kind of crazy. I left the Newsom thing up. I'm going to be honest. I left the Newsom thing up because I feel like I wanted you to see it one more time. I wanted everyone to see this one more time. By the way, if you share the video, I appreciate that. It's the only way I get out. I've been banned forever. And then I have quote unquote frenemies who take pleasure in trying to keep me out of the shit. So anyhow, that said, Gavin was super, hey, man, fucking stay home or die, man. Stay home or kill your grandma. Stay home or shoot your own kids in the face. You know, that's what you're doing. If you go outside, you're basically murdering your family. Then there were huge calls for his recall. And all of a sudden it became safe for us to go outside, but it also, he held on till after the inauguration. You notice he waited till after the inauguration, then boom, like literally waited till the next day. And then went, okay, fuck it. Cuomo didn't even wait till the inauguration, was like, okay, enough, man. I'm out of this. Okay, fuck this, man. Fuck this. The mob's threatening me. Cuomo's like, I'm out of this. My Uncle Vinny's threatening me. And so he bailed. And so that's where we're at, man. But I just want you guys to know that, because this is the crazy fact, man. This is the insanity in this world. Is you think I'm against you, you're against me, we're not. We all live next to each other. We all live with each other. These are the people, Gavin Newsom. These are the people who don't like us. These are the people who don't want us. Al Roker. People like that. Gavin Newsom, Al Roker, LeBron James, what's it, George Stephanopoulos, Nancy Pelosi. None of these people want us in their neighborhoods. They don't want to be around working class and poor people like us. Just realize that and move forward. All right, let me go to what I do want to show you guys, though, because this is kind of a big thing to me. And you know what? This is what we have to get to. I'm going to tell you this. We need to get to a place, and I'm going to say this. We need to get to a place where, how you doing? We need to get to a place where we realize who's who without politics, without labels. Let's get rid of the labels. Let's drop all of our stupid labels. And here's the thing. I believe in equality. Okay? If you believe in equality for all people, male, female, transgender, all genders, every gender, every religion, every race, equality across the board for all human beings, the right to live, the right to pursue happiness, the right to, speak openly. This should be a worldwide right for all humans. I believe that. I also believe in open borders. Yes, you can check who's coming in and out of your country in that sense, but you have to let whoever wants to, as long as they don't have a criminal record where they're going to endanger people in your country, and they're not a danger to your country, you have to let them go back and forth from now on. In every country, though, because this is the thing, it's every country. Stop fucking pretending. I did a post earlier, and I said, like, Latin people get together, they call it la raza. Asian people get together, they call it traditional or old school, whatever they call it, I don't know. And, Italians did it, they call it familia. Jews, we do it, we call it brethren. White people do it, we call it racist, you see, because, they're bad. No, they've only been bad. They've been bad in Europe and America. But over in Africa and over in Spain and over in Latin America and over in Italy and all these places, well, you know who it was? It was them. It was fucking those people being fucking horrible to everybody, just like the white people here in America. And I've said this, for us to blame white people, I would have to then take on all the sins of every Jewish person ever, because I'm Jewish. So I'm responsible for everything they did. No. So then how do I hold white people responsible for things they didn't do? It's insanity. Now, this is the thing. But the reality is there's a ton of shitty white people, ton of shitty Latin people, ton of shitty Asian people, ton of shitty black people, ton of shitty Moroccan people, ton of shitty Armenians. I mean, there's a ton of shitty people and there's a ton of good people. And that's the world we live in. What we have to separate is not by politics, not by race, not by religion, not by sexual preference. My table should be surrounded with people that believe in equality and people's right to be, right to choose, right to have their politics, their opinions, their views, without making me have to accept them or taking mine away and me doing the same. That's the world we need to live in. We need to see, this is the thing, is we need to, because yes, I did support Trump. I supported his freedom. I supported his, right to achieve. I supported his speaking freely. I supported a lot of things about him. I don't support the white supremacy. I don't support, QAnon or Quanon, whatever the black run group, Proud Boys. I don't support that. I don't support QAnon or Quanon or Quanon. I don't support any white supremacist group. Obviously, my children are mixed black, Jewish, and Mediterranean Jewish. I'm Jewish. I don't support any white supremacist groups or anything else. And if you don't, hell, then we're on the same page. If you don't support any supremacist groups of any kind, then we're on the same page. And remember, guys, there's a big difference between supremacists and separatists. And I'm not into separatists. Well, I'm into separatists from other humans in general, but not based on race. But there are people who want to separate by race. They don't want to hurt anyone, and they don't want to take anything away from anyone. They just want to move over here and do their thing. I don't want to live by them. They're fucking nutty. They're cousin fuckers. I don't want to be by them, but I also don't think it's my right to go, you can't do that. Why? Who cares? You know, fucking do it or whatever. I mean, you know, that's the insanity behind it. But anyway, this is what I want to talk about for a minute, okay? This is what I want to talk about. Can we stop calling them illegals? They're not illegals. These are human beings. And see, this is where, like I said, I never follow any trail. I never follow any track. There's no way. You can't pigeonhole me into anything. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a leftist. I'm not a rightist. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a religious freak. I'm not anti-religion. I'm not pro-abortion. I'm not pro-choice. I'm not pro-. I just live my life as a human being, trying to make the best decisions, like what America was supposed to be. Live your life as a human being, try and make the best decisions you can, consider other people, and try not to be the worst jerk in the fucking world, you know? But we really have to stop calling people coming into this country fucking illegal. That is a horrible thing to fucking call people. I hear the news do it. And I love, hey, Casey, how you doing? I love Newsmax. Fucking fantastic. But I'm going to say, they have to stop allowing that. They have to stop letting people say it, calling them illegal aliens or illegal immigrants. They're not illegal. No human being is illegal to travel. That's a made-up thing by assholes who want to control things. It's not illegal to migrate, to move. Migrate is to move, not to another country, because there wasn't countries. It's just migration. Back then, it was just migration. People just moved to another place and then did that, and then moved to another place. Did that. The Indians migrated all the time. The other people, like from the beginning of time, have migrated. They're not illegal human beings because they migrate. So let's stop that. And let's deal with this one fact, assholes. You were born here. Other people were born in Switzerland or Europe or some beautiful parts of Spain or France or England or Sweden, you know, or Costa Rica or these different places, right? They were born in these places, right? And therefore, we're all thrilled where we were born. But if you lived where these people live, if you lived where they live, you'd want to fucking come here too. You'd be breaking the quote unquote law that someone decided people can't go where they want. You'd be breaking that law too to get here. You do it in a second. You know it. I know it. We all know it. You would literally, when they ask for the passports, you'd be like,
badge. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Oh, no.
That's what Americans would do if America sucked and we needed to go somewhere else. We'd fucking go there. That's why we came to America. That's how we came to America. We went, fuck this. We're leaving. We didn't make England better. We didn't change England. We left. We went to America where other people were and moved in on their shit. Oh, well, we didn't because I'm a Jew and I wasn't here. Did that. That happened. Okay. But here's the deal. By the way, if you share the video, I always appreciate that, guys. Thank you. It's the only way I really ever get out, if you share the video. Okay, so here's the deal, though. We would bail in a second. Anybody living in that situation would try to get out. But can we also stop pretending that they build America? Can we stop doing that? Can we stop saying that America was built off the backs of immigrants? Yeah. We're all immigrants, idiots. So you know what? America was built by everybody but the natives. You're right. Everyone built America except the natives because everybody else was an immigrant. And so were they, actually. They were a migrant. They were a migrant. They migrated from Asia. These people migrated from Europe. My family migrated from Africa, Israel, and Germany. Okay? We all migrated, right? But
So do you understand that? Do you understand this? Like they're not elite, but they didn't build America. We all built America. Okay, America wasn't built off the backs of certain immigrants. America wasn't built off the backs of blacks. It was built by every motherfucking person who built it. That's who it was built by. All different kinds of people. For all different kinds of reasons, man. The Irish are getting fucked. The Jews are getting fucked. The Italians are getting fucked. Everybody was getting fucked at one point. The Germans were getting fucked. The Germans were fucking the Poles at one point. Everybody was fucking somebody at one point. It really seems like in the world that the only people who haven't really gotten fucked, and the only time they get fucked is for being fucks, is Germany. Germany fucks people over and they get their asses handed to them every time. But it really seems... Somebody's mad out there. The point being is that's some absolute insanity. Okay, moving forward. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the GameStop situation. Okay. Now let's go with this one. Yeah, because everybody is full of shit. But let's talk about the GameStop situation. Okay. Now here's the crazy thing. Biden, who is of the people, he explained, Trump, Wall Street isn't the boss. Can't listen to Wall Street. Okay. Well, America isn't made by Wall Street, wasn't built by Wall Street. Well, he's protecting Wall Street and he's protecting the hedge funds. The worst people in the world, the people Leonardo DiCaprio plays in movies because he plays an evil guy so well, hedge fund people. So Biden's protecting hedge fund people. GameStop blows up. How they did it was just a simple thing. I know it myself. Everyone who knows it knows it. You can go on and create havoc, or you create, just through the internet, you can get enough people to start investing in a certain thing to really flip it up, to switch things around and knock it wild. And they did. And they took it from $18 a share to $400 a share. So if you think about it this way, if you invested, say, $1,000, okay, you would probably have like $50,000 or something like that, $40,000, $50,000 or $40,000, something right around there. You would have made. Now these hedge fund people make billions of dollars. These are just regular folks making $40,000, $50,000 on a whirlwind, and it was badass. And Robinhood shuts down being able to. I own AMC stock. I didn't have GameStop. Damn it. Don't even get me started. I didn't have GameStop though. I have AMC. I was trying to buy American Airlines. They wouldn't let me buy American Airlines either. But the fact is, they jumped in and they stopped us from buying this stuff. They stopped us from making money. This is under Biden's administration. This is under Kamala Harris's administration. This is why I tell you guys this is what's happening. Because watch this. You want to talk about rich white Jews that are, again, this guy supported Biden, just so you know. He said he wasn't sure if he was going to vote Trump or Biden, but he did support Biden. Follow him. He cares about it. These are the people who care about you. Ready? These are the people who care about you.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home, getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people. And, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
I would like to shove my cock so far down that dude's throat for two reasons. I love my cock in people's throats. I got to be honest. The other is, what a piece of shit. This motherfucker needs to be tarred and feathered. You know what? Watch this guy again, and I want you to understand.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home, getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people. And, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
For those of you who understand history, for those of you who understand how the world has worked, that man right there is one of the Jews that gave reason for people to support Hitler. That man is part of the igniting of the Holocaust. I know. Again, keep in mind, 100% or 99% Jewish bitches. So what I'm saying though is
the reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks in the.
He's a billionaire, billions and billions of heirs. He's a fucking cunt. He's a piece of shit. This billionaire is so mad that any of us just made $40,000 or $50,000. He is so pissed that some fucking EDD getting welfare recipient piece of shit is going to make any money in the same way he does. He was livid. He said it's an attack on the wealthy. Well, if you know why Germans supported Hitler, and people don't talk about it, is because Jews, the rich Jews, were being such cunty fucking assholes. They were living this high life while Germans were starving in the streets, but they were flaunting and walking around, treating people like peasants and being assholes and arrogant fucks unbelievably well. Germans watched their children freeze to death. So someone said, hey, these are the motherfuckers to blame, and if we fuck them up, you can live and be normal because they're the only ones keeping you. They're the ones making this. It wasn't true. We weren't doing that. We weren't taking people's money away. There were a lot of Jews like this guy. The reason the market is doing what it's doing that were so removed, so ignorant, so elitist, so scummy, so kikey that they fucking pissed people off to the extent that they were like, we're willing to kill. Normal, everyday people were willing to kill. Were willing to burn out their neighbors and everything else because they were sick of seeing Germans dying in the streets and starving. And yes, it was propaganda. And yes, it was bullshit. But it was people like that that added to the ability for that propaganda. And that's what I'm saying. That man is a horrible piece of shit. How dare him be upset that people made some money? They're mad they lost money. They were trying to cheat the system. They were trying to play down GameStop to lower it to fuck up the stock. These gamers were smart enough to realize, fuck that, and they reversed it on them. And these bitches basically called their bodyguards, Biden and Kamala and all them, and AOC and people like that. They called them, and Ted Cruz, they called them up and said, holy shit, put a stop to this. And they got sites like Robinhood. By the way, Robinhood has a class action lawsuit against it. I'm trying to find out how to join myself because I was trying to buy GameStop today, and I was trying to buy more AMC today, and I was trying to buy American Airlines today. And I'm pissed. And so, because it's bullshit that, oh, how sad that some of us finally fucking figured out how to work the stock market or how to play the stock market. How upsetting for rich people. You fucking, this is why I can't stand so many people anymore. You shut your cunty fucking mouths, all of you, because we're all sick of hearing from you. We're sick of hearing from you when you live off your parents. We're sick of hearing from you when you have a trust fund or an inheritance, or you get income help from your parents, or you got a job from your parents, or you got a job through a connection. We're sick of you. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. America isn't fair. It isn't equal for all of us, but it's not based on color, and it's not based on race. It's based on fucking economics. Now, yes, it is based somewhat on gender, but not always, because there's jobs that women can get that I can't get. There's jobs I can get that women can't get. And that's just the way it is. But what isn't the way it is, what isn't the fucking way it is the complete inequality and lies that are going on. The income disparity. You will never hear LeBron James talking about income disparity, the disparities, because he is it. He makes a day what people make a lifetime. What people make in 10 lifetimes in other countries. But that's okay. That's not a bad thing. Yes, I get it. Fuck Warren Buffett too. Fuck every one of them. Fuck the owner of the Lakers right in her fucking cunt face. Fuck all of them. Her husband was a racist piece of shit. She's a cunt fucking wacko. All these people are freaking garbage, but you know what? We're not all garbage. There are people of every race and every color and every gender and every political view that are wonderful, good people that just want equality. We want to live. We want to breathe. We want to hug. We want to fuck. We want to dance. We want to sing. We want to move. We want to groove. We want to get up and work, and we want to get up and not work. We want to get up and live. We want to get up and hike. I want to be a hobo. I want to be an executive. I want to be able to be what I want to be if I'm willing to work to do it, if I'm willing to do what it takes to do whatever it is. If I want to be a bum, then I have to be willing to lay in my own shit. But I shouldn't be able to set my shit up in front of somebody's house or somebody's apartment or line the streets with tents. But we shouldn't be in a situation where people have no choice now but to be lined up in tents. That's ridiculous. That is pathetic. That is horrible. We are in a situation nowadays where homelessness is just another thing. So many families are living on these streets and living in their cars. I see people parked up and down the streets. If there wasn't for the moratorium, when the moratorium's over, nobody knows what they're going to do. There's going to be so many homeless people. There's going to be murders going on left and right. People are going to be killing landlords, killing sheriffs, killing everybody who's going to try and evict them. People aren't going to give up their homes. People aren't going to give up their lifelong pain of their mortgages and this and that because all this bullshit, because some fucking fake, exaggerated bullshit that never should happen. And fuck every one of you who pretends that this was ever necessary. Fuck every one of you who pretends the shutdowns were necessary. Fuck every one of you who pretends that this, you know it wasn't, because look at what Gavin Newsom did. Look at what all these pieces of shit did the second the inauguration happened. Cuomo, Newsom, people like them, they opened up. There's no fucking evidence. Fuck your science. Follow my fingers. Follow my fingers, because you know what? You're not following any science whatsoever. You follow nothing. You do nothing. Biden specifically said he would never pack the fucking courts, but he's packing the courts. Biden specifically said that it is not okay to do executive orders. That's a bullshit. He likes votes. He thinks they should be voted on. He is fucking saying that and then saying this. You're fine with them saying he doesn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle. You're fine with them saying that black people have no fucking, they're all one way, unlike the Latin people who are very diverse. You're fine with all that ignorant shit, and you're fine still going on. Why? Look who's fine going on about them, though. Rich people, rich people, rich people. That's it. Black, white, Latin, male, female, everything, gay, straight. They all have one thing in common, and they come from money or they have money. They're part of money or they have money. That's what they have in common. That's the reality. Your news, 20 minutes. I got to share a couple quick things with you. I just want you to know this. Facebook has their own Supreme Court. Facebook has a Supreme Court where the social network has decided that certain things will be let back on. Like basically there was a guy in Stockholm that said that Muslims were fucked. They're pieces of shit, right? And so they decided, well, it wasn't the worst thing what he said. Yes, it was. Yes, that's worse than anything Trump ever said. He just said that Muslim people were horrible pieces of shit and rotten people and weren't any good. That's worse than anything Trump ever said, but they're putting him back on, and that's the way it goes sometimes, right? Right. Super. All right, follow me on this. Follow me on this. So they have their own Supreme Court to decide things. Facebook has a Facebook Supreme Court. Wake the fuck up to that, people. You know Biden revoked the abortion thing. I don't care anyway. But I will tell you this. Over in Poland, they're going insane over it. They took away their rights to abortion, basically. But now here's my question, though. You're a Catholic, Joe Biden. How can you call yourself a Catholic? I know the Pope has not altered his views on abortion. I know that. I know the Catholic Church has not altered their views on abortion in cases other than rape and incest, derangement, things like that, like death of the mom, like that. Okay. Other than that, I know the Catholic. Now, I personally am pro-choice. I personally think a lot of people should get abortions. I think more people should get abortions. I think abortion should be handed out like candy in this country because there's too many fucking stupid people breeding. But you're a Catholic, bro. How are you a real Catholic? And you're promoting and you're passing laws that protect abortion. That's insanity. Absolutely insanity. This was wild. Where was it? Sorry. Oh, so they keep asking, like, oh, should MAGA say that they support the police and this? Yeah, they've always supported the police. Yeah. Again, let's stop pretending that wasn't fucking plants going in there and rushing the police. Let's stop pretending we weren't watching the Trump supporters wandering around the Capitol like goofballs. Well, only a handful were being violent, who all looked like a bunch of Birkenstock wearing nut fucks. So stop pretending. I live in reality. I don't answer to anyone. Fuck yourself. Take my job, take my life, take everything. Eat my cock. I am so sick of all these cowards. And you know what the problem with the Republicans is? And I'm not a Republican. You know what their problem is? You know why they lost? Because they're chicken shits. Because they go on the news and they go, well, you know, we want to keep it super fair. Meanwhile, over on the left, they're going, so Donald Trump just butt fucked a baby. Well, Joe Biden saved a nun. None of it happened, but they said it. Meanwhile, Republicans are going, well, we don't want to comment on that because we don't want to seem unneutral. Even on Newsmax, which I love, they go so far to be neutral. Stop it. Start fighting wars. Start fighting back with reality. Start calling shit out, man. Stop being so nice. Or if you are, is that the agenda? Are we all just being fooled? Are we being fooled by one team? Is this all one team making fun of us, doing a big theater show for us? Is this what it is? It's all one New World Order making a big theater show for us, and there is no political parties except for us idiots. And I'm not part of it. I'm an idiot. I'm just not part of the political party. That said, guys, last things. I told you Poland's going crazy over the abortion laws. South Carolina has one of the South African variants, and it's turning out that the COVID vaccine really isn't working on the variants. Oh, this is my favorite. San Francisco may rename schools named after Washington, Lincoln, and others. I pray to God right now. I pray to God. I pray to any God there is, Muhammad, Allah, Jehovah, God, Jesus, Moses, everybody out there. Take San Francisco into the fucking bay. Take it off the world. Crack that motherfucker with an earthquake right at Gilmore, man. Cut it off at fucking Gilmore. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Take the whole fucking bay into the ocean. Let it sink with all them fucks in it. San Francisco is a place that was built by really cool, mellow, liberal, fun people, and their kids are now the asshole son of a bitch scumbag rich kids that are running it, and they're garbage, and they've made it so nobody can live there who's not rich. They're a horrible community, and I hope San Francisco falls into the fucking bay. They want to rename schools that are named after Washington, Lincoln, and others. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Washington was the first president. Well, Washington was the first president of the United States. There was a black man, a partially black man, who was the first president of the Articles of Confederation. So in truth, one of our first presidents was part black. Anyhow, fuck history. Who cares about that reality, right? Anyhow, but they want to rename him. What are you going to rename him? Are you going to rename him Martin Luther King Jr.? Because he fucked around on his wife. What about when women's rights get strong and we don't want fucking men adulterers? We don't want adulterers having schools named after them. So now all of a sudden, all these wonderfully bad neighborhoods that have been loving having a Martin Luther King Boulevard forever, we need to get rid of the Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard because that motherfucker cheated on his wife. I personally think he's a phenomenal man who did phenomenal shit. But not because I give a shit what any of you think. Farrakhan could suck my nuts. The Lewis dude, John Lewis, can bite my asshole crack. They're cunts. They're fucking sellouts. Sharpton, Jesse Jackson can all die in fucking hell. They're garbage. But Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, people like that were fucking phenomenal human beings. They were true revolutionaries. They were true equalists and true knowledgeable people that wanted to learn. Malcolm X being the better of them, because Malcolm X did come from real fucking crime life and this and that, and he said, no, fuck this, and went totally the other way, and then realized, no, fuck that, the way to go is equality and love for all. And then they killed him. Remember that. They killed him the second he realized that shit. But they want to rename these. What are you going to keep renaming them, man? What are you going to keep renaming them, man? What about the next group that takes those away? What about the next group that takes those away? It's all going to go away. Everyone can have a reason. Why don't we just leave history? You want to put a plaque up that says, hey, this person also did this shitty thing? Go ahead. But leave the fucking history alone, you horrible fucking people. I swear to God. Let San Francisco fall into the lake. Sorry I went too long, guys.